There's no place in America for this kind of violence, for any violence ever. Period. No exceptions. We can't allow this violence to be normalized.
President Joe Biden addressed the nation this evening from the Oval Office after a gunman tried to kill former President Donald Trump. Thank you for joining us tonight for News 2 at 10. I'm Kenley Hargett. Authorities continue searching for a motive. Meanwhile, the former president arrived in Milwaukee ahead of this week's Republican National Convention. Here's ABC's Jay O'Brien with the details.
My fellow Americans,
President Biden addressing the nation from the Oval Office just one day after a suspected gunman attempted to assassinate his rival, former President Donald Trump.
I want to speak to you tonight about the need for us to lower the temperature in our politics. And to remember, while we may disagree, we are not enemies. We must stand together.
The president calling for unity.
But in America, we resolve our differences at the battle box. You know, that's how we do it, at the battle box, not with bullets. The power to change America should always rest in the hands of the people, not in the hands of a would-be assassin.
Biden speaking with the former president Saturday evening, just hours after a gunman opened fire at a Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. That suspect identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel, Pennsylvania. Sources tell ABC News that a short time before the former president took to the podium, local authorities were alerted to suspicious activity on the outside of the perimeter and were in the process of looking for a suspect.
I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity.
Investigators are now trying to figure out how that gunman made it up onto the roof as Republicans get set to gather for this week's convention in Milwaukee. Former President Trump arriving, preparing to formally accept his party's nomination. The convention going ahead as planned, but security at the Fiserv Forum is tight.
We are confident in these security plans that are in place for this event, and we're ready to go.
In a post on social media, former President Trump said he considered pushing this convention back 2 days, but then said he didn't want to have a potential assassin force a change of his campaign schedule. Now, security is tight here in Milwaukee, but the Secret Service says there is no credible threat to this convention. In Milwaukee, Jay O'Brien, ABC News.
Investigators are diving deeper into the man authorities say opened fire. The FBI used DNA and biometrics to identify the suspect as 20-year-old Thomas Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. An administrator at Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehab Center says he worked there as a dietary aide, and they had no concerns about him. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News the early evidence points to the shooter being a lone wolf gunman. Investigators searched his home and car, saying they found what appears to be explosives. The shooter allegedly used an AR-15 style weapon, which, according to multiple law enforcement sources, was purchased legally by his father. We're learning more also about the man who was killed at the rally. Corey Comparatore is a former fire chief from Buffalo Township, Pennsylvania. He spent his final moments diving in front of his family to protect them from gunfire. The state's governor says he was an avid supporter of the former president and died a hero.
Corey was a girl dad. Corey was a firefighter. Corey dove on his family to protect them last night.
he was protecting his family from the bullets that were being fired, and he lost his life. God love him.
A GoFundMe to support his family had already surpassed more than $180,000 in donations.